Well, good afternoon. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. Yeah, we're finally back out fishing again after 4 months, I think it's been stuck at home. So I'm really excited to be out fishing again. Really excited to be able to do another vlog and put another vlog out. Like I say, it's been 4 months, so I do apologise, but it couldn't be helped. If you watched the intro of this video and you've been watching my vlogs from the beginning, you'll probably realise where I am. So I thought I'd come back to somewhere a little bit special where my vlogs first started from. So I'll just turn the camera around so you can see. Yeah, I'm back on Redhouse again. I've been sat at home thinking about what I'm going to do for the rest of the season. I had a really good start to my year. Totally missed spring. Spring's my favourite part of the year, spring and autumn. This time of year is not really my time for the time of year for fishing, to be honest. I don't really enjoy summertime fishing. But after you've been stuck indoors for 4 months and all you've had to do is think about fishing, got no choice. So yeah, back on Redhouse again, and that's looking beautiful. Really is a beautiful lake. The swims I fished last time over there, but there's somebody in them, so I thought I'd come over here. It's not too busy, to be honest. Not as busy as I thought it would be, but yeah, most of the decent swims are taken. The point swim's just there. You've got people on there. That's pretty much sewn up all the while already, to be honest, the point swim. So what have I been doing the last 4 months? Not a lot really, to be honest. Been playing a bit of Xbox. But I have built myself a new website, which I'm really excited about. It just specialises in hooklinks and leaders. And on this vlog, I'm going to be giving away some hooklinks and leaders to one lucky winner. Hooklinks, leaders, ready tied lead-free leaders, some leader material I'm going to be giving away. Also going to be giving away some fluorocarbon hooklink and leader material, and a spool of our spot and marker braid, which is really nice. So hang about to the end of the vlog and I'll tell you how you can win them. But what I'm going to do now is I think I'm just going to get the bivvy up. Still got all the gear on the barra. Bought myself a new power porter. Spent a little bit of money while I was off. Couldn't go fishing, so I thought I'd spend some money on fishing. So yeah, I bought myself a new power porter, which is a must. So what I'm going to do now, I think I'll get the bivvy up. Lovely spacious swim here. I'll get the bivvy up, get the rods and everything out, and then what I'll do is I'll show you the rigs I'm going to be using and the setup I'm going to be using and how I'm going to approach this session. So going to get the gear out and I'll be back to you in a bit. Well, that's the bivvy set up now, so I think what I'm going to do now is I'm getting attacked by mozzies. I think what I'm going to do now is just have a bit of a lead about. It's been quite a while since I've been here. Like I say, I think the last time I was here was this time last year, to be honest. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to just have a bit of a lead about first. The coots are diving out there, so I think there must be some bait still out there from the person who was in here last time. I've had a look down in the front of the swim here, and there's some holes where there's been some bank sticks, so obviously somebody's been fishing in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get the marker rod out, I think. Have a little bit of a lead about. I don't think it's going to be weedy because it's quite deep out there. I think it's about 16 foot from what I can remember last time. So I'm just going to have a lead about, see what the bottom's like, and see if I can find a spot. But if I remember rightly from last time I was here, that's just pretty clear and it's just pretty flat out there. So I can't think of I'm going to find any features out there. So yeah, let's have a bit of a lead about, see what we can see, and then I think what I'm going to do is just fish 3 rods on the spot, put a bit of bait on it, and then see what happens. Keep an eye on the water, and if I see any fish show, then I can just bring a rod in and I'll just cast to show and fish if I see any. So I'm going to I think I'm going to have a little bit of a lead about first, so I'll get the marker rod out. Donk. Yeah, that went down with a nice crack. And that's gravel. That's gravel right on that spot there. It's now pulled into weed now. That's a big old chuck. I'd say that was more or less in the middle of the lake. I'd say that's a good 23, 24 wraps. But I think that's the spot. Bang. That's the one. Right. Let's see how far that is. Let's get it wrapped up, see how far that was. £27 foot. So let's take, what's that, about 16 foot? 9, 12, 15. Let's take about 5, 6 foot off the drop back for the spod. That's a fair old chuck. Good job I brought the Torx with me. So yeah, like I said, I think I'm going to put all 3 rods on that, bang a load of bait on the top of it. And see how it goes. So I'm just going to go through the rigs and the setup I'm going to be using on this session. For those of you who follow my vlogs, you'll know I'm a big user of the helicopter rig. Probably use it in about 95% of my fishing. Very confident in the rig. You can use it over deep silt, deep chod, clay bottoms, gravel bottoms, or light weed bottoms. I think the only situation I really wouldn't use this in is if I was fishing over deep weed, then I'd probably just switch to a chod rig. So to start with, this is our Nexus chain core leader. This is the dark camo version. It's a nice brown, green and black colour on that. It also comes in a nice green and black colour as well. It's very supple, as you can see. It's actually got a brass chain inside it. It hasn't actually got lead inside it, so that makes it very, very supple, but it's very heavy. I'd say that's probably twice as heavy as lead core, but yeah, it's very supple. That really does hug the contours of the bottom as well. Also aids with your casting as well, because when you cast this out, you'll actually see it actually straightens out nicely behind the lead as you're casting it out, and it doesn't actually whip about in the air. And I've found using this on a helicopter rig especially, the rig does tend to spin around a lot more, because the actual leader isn't flecking about. It's actually nice and straight. So starting from the lead end, I'm just using a 4.5 ounce heli lead on there, with just a little loop on that. I don't actually have a large swivel on that, because I don't really like too much movement in the lead when it's on the heli safe. That's about as much movement as I like, but it will drop off the heli safe nicely in the event I get a fish. So going on to there, we've got the heli safe on there. That's just spliced onto the end of the chain core. Then basically what I've got on there is I've got about 1/4 inch of shrink tube on there. And then I've got a 6mm tapered bore bead on there. The reason I use a tapered bore bead is because one end's got a bigger bore than the other. And what that does, that allows that bore just to sit over the top of that shrink tube, and that holds that on there nice and securely. So that not a lot of movement. So when you do actually cast out and your rig hits the water, like so, it won't actually let the rig slide up the leader. It holds it nice and securely in place. But if in the event of a crack off, if I do lose the leader or it cracks off, that bead will pull off that piece of shrink tube nicely, and then it will just go up to the end of the leader and slide off the end. On the end of the leader, I've just got a loop spliced on there, and the way I attach this to my main line is I just tie a big figure-of-8 loop on the main line, past the figure-of-8 loop on the main line, through your loop on your leader, and then just pass everything through your leader, your hook link and everything, just pass it through the loop on the end of your line, and then just pull it up tight against the loop of your leader there. So that's how I've always attached it. I've never had any issues like that. I've never had any snap or anything. So that's how I'm confident in attaching my leaders to my main line. Going on to the hook link, that's just attached to a big eye quick link swivel on there. That just allows that to slide up and down nice and easily. Like I say, that's a quick link swivel on there, so it allows me just to quickly change my my rig if I need to. And there's just like a little silicone sleeve on there as well, just to protect the quick link swivel and stop the hook link from coming off, and also gives it a little bit of a kicker as well, helps that kick away nicely. Coming down, we've got about 6 or 7 inches of our coated braid. This is semi-stiff version in the 25 in the silk colour. It's semi-stiff, it will kick away, but it is actually quite a soft material. It's got a soft feel to it, and that does strip very easily, but it doesn't actually break up when you knot it. So yes, it's a nice material. Coming down on there, I've just got a number 4 Fox pop-up weight just to balance that pop-up out, and above that I've just got about 1/4 inch of the coating stripped of the hook link, just to allow a bit of movement there of the hook and the hook link there. Coming up, I've just got a little liner there, just to act as a little bit of a kicker. Also protects the knot as well on your hook. And down there is just a size 4 SSP hook, and this is a new hook that I'm trialing, very sharp, and they're a nice square pattern as well. So the reason I like using these, because it's nice to be able to gauge where the loop of the multi-rig goes onto the hook, and you can get it right every time. Coming up onto there, if you look on the loop there, I've just got a little bead on there. For those of you who follow my vlogs again, you'll know that I like to put a little bead on my multi-rigs, and what that does, that just holds that loop nice and securely on there, and also keeps it nice and straight on the back of the hook as well, like so. If you want to see how I tie my multi-rig, just look back on my vlogs and on my videos, and there's actually a video on there that goes into depth of how I tie my multi-rig. I'll also leave a link up here so as well, so you can click on it and look. Then on there, I've just got a bait screw on there with a ring swivel on it, a little ring bait screw on there, and on there is a cork dust pop-up, Creamino cork dust pop-up on there, and that's been soaked in the Creamino oil. So yeah, that'll be nice and stinky. So yeah, that's my setup I'm going to be using on all 3 rods. Like I say, I use this for about 95% of my fishing. Very confident in it, so it's going to be perfect for this session. So I think we'll get these on the rods and then we'll get them out. So that's all 3 rods out on the money now. When they went out first time, so I'm really chuffed with that. I'm glad to see that I haven't lost my casting ability. 27 wraps, the old Torix did their job really well. So yeah, I put the first two rods out, and as I put the second rod out, I saw a fish show just to the left, and that was just a little bit shorter as well. I should imagine it was about 24, 25 wraps. So I just banged one out on top of that. So hopefully that might produce. Put about 10 spoms over each rod, just some of the Atlantic Heat, Monster Red, and some of the Creamino, whole boilies and some chopped boilies and some crushed boilies in there as well, with some of the Creamino oil on it. So it's a nice little feast for the fish there if they get on that. And yeah, it's about 7 o'clock now, getting a bit hungry, and I think I'm going to make myself a nice coffee, so I'm going to chill out a bit as well, watch the water. So yeah, lake's looking beautiful as ever. And like I say, I'm going to get stuck into here again now. So I've decided that I'm going to give this place another crack. Hopefully we'll get a fish this year. I did try very hard last time I was on here. If you've been watching my vlogs and my previous vlogs, you'll know. So yeah, the old Torix did their job well as well, getting them rigs out to 27 wraps. Did it pretty easy, to be honest. I've re-spooled my reels with the 15-pound Synchro XT loaded. Their brand new line on there, fully spooled. So yeah, they went out relatively easy. Nice little chuck. So so yeah, like I said, it's about 7 o'clock now. So I think I'm gonna get myself some coffee and something to eat, and I'm just gonna chill out and watch the water for a little while. So if you don't hear from me now or in the night, I'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning. Very uneventful night, as per usual in Redhouse. Had a few bleeps on the right hand rod this morning, but that's not materialised or anything. And to my left here, just down the margin, this first thing this morning, just as the sun was coming up, I just saw a fish nut right out of the water. So I pulled the left hand rod in, one of the long rods, and just flicked it over to where I saw the fish show, just down to the left hand margin there. It's quite difficult. That was actually had to be an underarm or a side flick basically over to there because of the tree. And I've got my 12'6" rods with me, so I couldn't quite cast straight to it, so I had to do like a side flick, but managed to get it on top of the fish. But yeah, it's been out there about an hour now and nothing yet. Also quite a lot of fizzing down to the right hand side margin as well. So late last night I heard a bit of movement down there, so pulled the right hand rod in and just moved that just a little underarm flick desk down to the right hand margin as well. So trying to see if I can fish the margins a little bit more rather than just fishing long all the time. I think probably a good chance of getting one out of the margin, especially on this bank. I'll just turn the camera around because don't want to shine too much into the sun, but obviously the sun rises over there, and the first thing in the morning it shines all on this bank here, and obviously shines on all this bank here as well. So that's really going to warm that water up, and the fish are going to obviously get down there in that nice warm water first thing in the morning. So, and there's been a lot of fizzing up as well just out here. Quite a lot of fizzing up. These margins are very deep down here. I mean, it just goes out a little bit, about half a rod length I think, and then it just drops right down really deep. They're quite steep margins here. So so yeah, you're fishing in deep water all the time, even when you're fishing the margins here. So unless you're fishing over the other side in the shallows. So, but yeah, it's about 6:30 now. Got up about 4 this morning, just sat and watched the water. Like I say, all I saw was the ones down to the left hand side here and the fizzing up. So not a lot to report really, but yeah, it's supposed to be scorchio today. I think it's going to get up to about 31 degrees, so I shall hopefully be gone before it gets to that temperature. But I really enjoyed being out. It's been nice being out all night. The mozzies have been a total nightmare. Luckily enough, I had quite a few citronella candles with me, so I've had about 6 or 7 of them burning at one time. Just managed to keep the mozzies out of the bivvy anyway. So yeah, not a lot to report yet, but there's still time. I should be going hopefully about 12 o'clock. I'll be going today. So I'd say that'll be scorchio by the time I'm all packed up. So I don't really want to be hanging around in the hot weather. So yeah, what I'm going to do is make myself a brew, I think. Milk's gone off, so that'll be just black coffees for me this morning. Make myself another coffee, and then yeah, I'll get back to you in a bit. So I think we've come to the end of the session now. That's getting on for lunchtime, and yeah, it's getting pretty warm now. It's supposed to get up to about 31 degrees today, and I think that's getting there now. So mozzies are being a bit of a pain in the arse. Now I've got the brolly down, I ain't got the citronella candles burning, so yeah, they're giving me a bit of a battering, so I think time to go. But yeah, I really enjoyed myself. I really enjoyed being out again after being stuck indoors for all that time. And yeah, it's been nice to be out on the bank. Had a few occurrences earlier. The fish seemed to have moved in really close. They were about 3 or 4 rod lengths out. So what I did, I brought all 3 rods in, put really light leads on them and just cast over the fish, and then drew the leads back over the water, and then just tried to drop them down on top where I thought the fish would feed them. But yeah, that was about an hour and a half ago, and nothing's happened since. All the fizzing stopped now, and all the showing has stopped. So I think they're probably feeding time's over now, and they're just cruising about on top of the water somewhere. So I didn't bring any floater gear with me, so it's time to pack up and go home, I think. So had some really big plans for this year. Myself and Harley, we were going to go to Holland and Belgium. We'd made some contacts through a Carpy connection over in Holland and Belgium, and they were going to take us on the canals and show us some of the hot spots on the canals. And I was going to do some films from over there with me and Harley fishing, but obviously the virus put paid to that, so I think that's something that's going to have to wait till next year. But I'm going to continue doing my vlogs this year, so I'm looking forward to doing that, getting back into that again. A bit rusty with the camera and a bit rusty with the vlogging. Obviously not been on it for a while, but I hope you still find my content interesting. And yeah, this year I'm going to be doing some films with Harley as well. So that'll just be me filming Harley, just doing it on his sessions. So I'll just be behind the camera. And also some friends of ours as well. We've got a good friend of ours. He's pretty good on the canals and on the rivers. And he's had some really nice fish out of the canals and rivers this year. So he's agreed to let us go along with him and do some films with him. So that'll be him and Harley fishing the rivers and the canals. I'm also going to be concentrating on Redhouse a bit more, like I said earlier. And I've renewed my ticket for my syndicate this year as well. So I'll be carrying on fishing there, doing vlogs from there. And also JB Pool as well. You might see a few more vlogs from there as well if I get a chance to get on there. So, but yeah, got quite a busy year ahead planned. So I'm looking forward to putting a bit more content on my channel and try and mix it up a bit with not only my vlogs but other people as well. So yeah, that'll be good. Like I mentioned earlier, I've got a nice little giveaway to give on this vlog to one lucky winner. And all you've got to do to win that is just basically comment our website address in the comment section of this video. And that's www.acarpyconnection.co.uk, and also give the video a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon and you'll be notified of any videos that I upload in the future. And you'll also be notified when I upload the vlog to announce the winner. So good luck to all those who enter, and yeah, a really nice prize. And what I'll do is I'll put a list of the things you can win down in the comment section, but you can actually just win a spool of our coated braid, a spool of our uncoated braid. You can win a spool of our fluorocarbon Hooklink material. You can win a spool of our Nexus chain cord leader. You can win a spool of 300 metre spool of our spot and marker braid, and 3 packets of our ready-made lead-free leaders. So yeah, I look forward to giving those away to one lucky winner. It's a really nice prize there, so don't forget to enter. That's also my 50th birthday as well in a few weeks' time, so I'm looking to go somewhere for a week. So I'm also looking for suggestions for nice places to go for a week's fishing. Sandhurst or anywhere like that, just leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll look all through them. And yeah, I'm open to offers, any suggestions of anywhere to go, so I'm looking forward to that. And also we've now got a new Facebook page, which is A Carpy Connection, alongside our Facebook group as well. So give them a like and pop along and have a look at them. And also our Instagram page as well is doing really well. I think we've got 950 followers on there now, so it'd be nice to get to 1,000 soon. So if you upload any pictures to Instagram, don't forget to hashtag us in them, or tag us in the pictures, and we'll stick them on our feed. And our Instagram is at A Carpy Connection. So yeah, pop along there, give us a follow and a look. So yeah, all I've got to say now really, I think, is thanks for watching. And I really look forward to putting this vlog out, and hopefully you'll like it. Sorry it's a short one, so I think what I'm going to do is get the rods away, get myself home. So thanks for watching. Until next time, be lucky.